Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Success, the Success Cutter. And if this is my first time on your screen, what are you really doing? Please like and subscribe to me. It helps me a lot. You have no idea. I could literally kneel down and beg you, but you know what? I'm wearing couture. I'm just joking. But if it's not, welcome back, OG. So today, we're on to another episode of The Other Looks. It's been a while since I've said that. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. I have moved, as we can see, the new and improved type of background, but that's not why we're here. To catch all the inside scoop and the tea on that, you might want to go check out the vlogs. So let's go right back in today's video. So today we're on to another episode of The Other Looks. And in case you're wondering, what even is The Other Looks? Well, now I have 2 up and running videos as to the best and the worst dress at Paris Fashion Week for the Haute couture shows. If you want to go check that out, that would be amazing. But in this portion of the video, we just like to sit back, relax, maybe even sip a cup of wine and just judge the other looks that we did not get to talk about in those 2 videos. Now, the rule of this review is quite simple. We will be rating and judging the looks on a scale of 1 to 10, from 6 to 10 being a hot, and from 5 to 1 being a choppity chop chop. Now, the big question is, will your faves be a hot or a chop? Well, that is left for us to find out in today's video. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Shall we, darling? First up on our list, and starting out strong, we have the beautiful, the gorgeous wrap stress diva herself, Cardi B. And this is one diva that attended multiple shows during Paris Fashion Week. I counted a total of like 6 shows. And honestly, she was just showing up and showing out for the function. And honestly, I was loving every single second of it. Now, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because she is dropping her new second studio album. But whatever fashion dose that she's on, I am going to be needing some of that. Now, I'm going to be going through her looks from the one I least connected with to the one I was obsessed with. Now, we all know I talked about the Schiaparelli look in the last video. That was my absolute favorite look because it was large, it was in charge, it took up space, it was haute couture, and we did briefly talk about it in that video, so I would not be talking about that look. But we will be discussing the other look that she served. Now, the first look I want to look at has to be this green leather dress coat by Macy Margiela that she had on for their artisanal show 2026. And honestly, this was one of the looks that I really did not connect to, only because I had seen her in so much couture that this just felt kind of pedestrian to me. Now, not saying that this was a bad look, because this is in fact not a bad look. It was well put together. It was definitely telling a fashion story, but I just feel like I had seen her in better. I mean, the trench coat was nice, the shoes were nice, the beret was nice, the glasses were nice, the earrings were very statement-esque, and I really did appreciate it. But honestly, when it comes on that scale of 1 to 10, this look has to be like my least favorite one. Now, the next look I want to talk about has to be this white lacy like midi dress that she had on for the Ashes Studio Couture show. And honestly, this was a fabulous look. This was a pretty look. She was giving me very damsel in distress, even though I know one thing about Cardi, she is no damsel in distress. She will stand up for herself. But that is ultimately what this look was giving me. It was giving me very, I'm in my soft, I'm in my feminine era. And there was just something very dainty about this look that I really did enjoy. Now, was this my favorite look out of the bunch? I would say no, because I had just seen so much couture from Cardi that I was like, this was just maybe the amuse-bouche, the tasters. So yeah, I really did enjoy this look. The lace looked fabulous. The fit was impeccable, but we are definitely going to see better. So let's move on to the next look. Now, the next look I want to talk about has to be this black lacy long dress with a slit by Balenciaga. And this was just over for me. This was one look that, even though it felt like a regular, simple like dress, just the execution of it just felt really pretty and beautiful. She felt really sexy. She felt really sultry. The use of this lace fabric was done impeccably because this just looks great on her. I also was loving the hair she has used in the styling of the look. The volume was just speaking volumes, if you know what I mean. And honestly, this look just really delivered that very mistress of the night type realness. She is the fashion mistress. She is coming to snatch your man. And honestly, I'm not mad about it. The makeup, the shoes, it just was giving what it was supposed to give. So I actually did enjoy this look. Now, even though I enjoyed this look, was this look my favorite? I would say no, because there are better coutures on the way. So let's talk about the other looks that I really did enjoy. Now, the next look I want to talk about has to be this white and black structured long dress by Stephanie Rowland. And honestly, when I saw this look, it was giving me very cocoon fantasy. And honestly, I was loving every single second of it. I mean, this is what Paris Fashion Week is all about and should be. The experimentation of different types of silhouettes. And this is just something I really haven't seen before in terms of like just the way it's framing her and her body shape. It looks really beautiful. Now, aside from even the structure of the look, the main look feels very well executed. I mean, the lines are neat. It just feels really well constructed and I loved it. I mean, her hair, her makeup, just the way she is standing in this look, it was a fully realized artistic look, and the girls that get it, get it. And if you don't get it, I don't know what to say to you, to be honest. But I really did enjoy this look by Stephanie Rowland. I think this was over. I think this was couture. It was very, very well done. So I really did enjoy it. So yeah, I would say this was my third favorite out of the bunch. Now, the look which I really did enjoy close to the Schiaparelli look has to be this red floral avant-garde, inspired look by Rahul Mishra. And although Cardi did miss the show, she looks absolutely flawless and stunning in this dress. You have no idea. Now, one thing that Rahul Mishra does that really interests and intrigues me when it comes to like his designs and his fashion, story, is that he loves to create this 3D moment that is like you're walking and the artifact is walking behind you. And honestly, I enjoyed every single second of this. I mean, just the dress in on itself was beautifully constructed. This color looks really fabulous on her. This red is chef's kiss. I truly am obsessed with it. Now, the thing that really just snatches my attention about this look has to be this 3D floral moment that we see just jetting out of the look. I mean, it was giving me very fantasy. It was giving me very into the future type fantasy. And I quite liked it. I mean, she looked absolutely gorgeous in this look. It was giving me haute couture at its finest. It was large and in charge. She was here to make a statement. And I think she rightfully did in this look. So yeah, this look by Cardi has to be a hot for me. And I loved everything about this look. Now, I would be giving them points because I have just talked about them. For this look, I'm going to give this a solid 9 over 10. For the Stephanie Rowland look, I'm going to give it a solid, let's give it an 8 over 10. For the Balenciaga look, I'm going to give it a 7 over 10. For the Ashley Studio look, I'm going to also give it a 7 over 10. And for the Macy Margiela look, let's give that, let's give it a 6 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the gorgeous, gorgeous Hunter Schafer. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Schiaparelli Haute Couture show, she had on this pastel green strapless long dress with golden accents by Schiaparelli. And I think she looks absolutely glamorous and fabulous in this dress. And honestly, who am I to really complain? Now, this is one of those dresses I was really excited to see at the runway shows. I was really excited to see who was going to pull this dress and do it justice. And I feel like Hunter looks absolutely ravishing in this dress. Now, the fit of the dress was impeccable. You could tell that it was altered to fit her body. I also just love the colors that we see on the dress. I mean, just this green velvet-esque type fabric and just the golden accents and the way it was like horizontally placed. It just seemed really well done. It seemed couture. And I just feel like the Schiaparelli guests this year were absolutely killing it when it came to the looks. And this look right here is one of those really simple yet effective looks that works for Paris Fashion Week. Now, I love the styling of the look. just with the bold earrings and the nude pump shoes. I think all of this was just beautiful. It was very demure, but it still definitely told that very boisterous fashion story. So yeah, I really did enjoy this look by Schafer. I think it was very intricate, so it has to be a hot for me. And I will be rating this look. Let's give this a solid 8 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the super cutesy Laufey. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Chanel Haute Couture show, she had on this multi-colored, mini dress by Chanel. And honestly, I thought we were doing fabulous, Laufey, because the last time I reviewed a look, it was the Gold Gala, where she had on this beautiful gold accented, long dress, and it was a beautiful watch. And I really did think that she had taken a break from this wink wink, nudge nudge type fashion, but I guess I was wrong, and I guess the girlies will always revert to their old ways. This was absolutely atrocious, and I would say I did not enjoy this look, if I'm being honest. Now, for a couture show, this just seems very costumey. It literally seems like she's putting on like a clown costume, I'm not gonna lie. The neckline, the arm, the length of the dress, it just seems very clowny, Halloween-y-esque, and honestly, was I leaving, was I loving? Yeah, no. Also, the patterns that we see on the dress, it just felt far too chaotic. I mean, just the way the patterns were done distinctly on the main dress and on the sleeves and on the neckline, it just seemed like we kept going with the pattern and it just did not mash well together. Honestly, yeah, not really feeling this aesthetics by Laufey. I know it's her thing, but do I have to like it? Absolutely not. So yeah, this look by Laufey, I'm gonna have to give it a chop, and I'm gonna rate this look. Let's give it a solid 4 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the ebony goddess herself, Ryan Destiny. And this was another diva that attended multiple shows during Paris Fashion Week this year. And all I can say is that I think that she personally delivered on each and every fashion front. And honestly, I was loving every single second of that. Now, I truly am loving the fact that she is now working with the one and only Law Roach, the image architect to the stars, to kind of build out her fashion persona. And I just feel like everything they've done during Paris Fashion Week this year has been very intentional in taking Ryan out of her shell. And I feel like it absolutely worked for me. Now, we did talk about that black avant-garde super structural mini dress that she had on by Rahul Mishra. And I just felt like we know Ryan to be a very clean girl, aesthetic-esque type person. She loves the minimal and very classy look. So for her to show up to Paris Fashion Week like that, it was a shocker and a surprise to me. And I was like, this is the Law Roach effect. We're seeing it in real time. And I absolutely did enjoy that look. Now, the other look I really wanted to talk about has to be this pink toned strapless midi gown by Schiaparelli that she had on for the Schiaparelli Haute Couture show. And I just feel like everything about this look was really, really beautiful. I loved the gown. There was something very old Hollywood-esque about this look, but it still felt very avant-garde, very fashiony, very beautiful, very structural, and I loved it. Now, I love this heel detail that we see on the bustier. That was a fun little wink wink nudge nudge moment, and I think that was executed beautifully. I also just love how this dress created that hourglass figure, just the way it nips in on the waist and just that little hip padded moment. It just created such a beautiful silhouette on Ryan, and I think that was really just flawless to look at. I mean, the styling of the look with the clothes, the shoes, it was a beautiful watch. This hair on her was giving me, like I said before, very classic old Hollywood elegant type vibe, and I really did enjoy it. Overall, I would say that Ryan is definitely a fashion girly to watch out for. Now that she is paired with Law Roach, she is going to be fire, and I really can't wait for what is to come. So yeah, this look by Ryan has to be a hot for me, and I will be giving this look, let's rate this a solid 9 over 10. Up next on our list, she is a legend, she is the icon. We have the supermodel of the world, Naomi Campbell. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Chanel Haute Couture show, she had on this green toned tweedy two-piece look by Chanel. And honestly, I liked this look. I really enjoyed this look because one thing that Chanel does exceptionally well is the creation of these tweedy looks. And I just feel like they can never go wrong with looks like this. But where I do have a problem with them is when they try to make those couture looking dresses that look a whole boo-boo mess. I just don't think like that is their forte. This is what they do and what they do best and what they do well. So I really did enjoy this look on her. I love the fit. It sits right. I love the button details that we see, as well as these embroidered details that we see on the dress. It just made the look very textural and I liked it. I mean, one thing about a tweedy look is that it's going to look lush and expensive. So I really did not expect anything less. Now, the highlight of this look has to be this hair on Naomi. Definitely love that she is going for a different hairdo than the inches bone straight to the floor. I love the bone straight to the floor, but it's just cool for her to do something very mohawky, something with height. It really just elongated her face even more, and I liked it. Love the styling, loved everything about this. I think Naomi knows what she's doing when it comes to like the fashion. So yeah, this look has to be a hot for me, and I will give this look, let's give us a solid 7/10. Next up on our list, we have the beautiful, the gorgeous Christine Chiu. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Armani Privé Haute Couture show, she had on this black and gold and red embroidered strapless long dress by Armani Privé. And I really did enjoy this look on Christine. I think she went a very glam route in dressing up for this show. But honestly, since she was going to an Armani Privé show, it just made absolute sense that she kind of like dressed up like this. Now, I love this gown on her. I think this was from the last couture collection. It just seems very well done. I love the beading work that we see here and how it flows into that golden bustier moment. I also was in love with the embroidery details that we see on the look. Very floral, very referential. I think this was very well done. It really is a beautifully constructed dress, and one thing Armani Privé knows how to do is make a mean ass dress for like the red carpet or like for a fashion show. And I think that Christine looks absolutely fabulous in this. Now, I maybe would have done a neck piece with this look. I definitely would have done something maybe different with the hair. But for the dress, I think this was a very beautiful dress. So yeah, this look by Christine is still going to be a hot for me, but I'm going to give this look, let's give this a 6/10. Up next on our list, we have the gorgeous, gorgeous Leonie Hanne. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Schiaparelli Haute Couture show, she had on this white and denim corseted long dress by Schiaparelli. And this look might seem familiar to you. You've definitely seen this look somewhere. Yes, Dolce had on the same look for the Schiaparelli show, I think earlier this year. And honestly, while I absolutely did enjoy the look on Dolce, and I think that she carried it with utmost classiness and gracefulness, I also did enjoy this look on Leonie, I'm not gonna lie. Now, the fact that people say, oh, I can't wear a look because another person has worn it, it's kind of just not making any sense to me, because honestly, if you can pull off a look, go for it. And I think that Leonie absolutely is pulling off this look for sure. Now, I love this dress by Schiaparelli. I think that it's very muted, it's very clean, it's very classy, different from all the va-va-vooms we know Schiaparelli to do. But at the same time, you can still tell that the craftsmanship on the dress seemed very well done. Now, I loved how the halter neckline of the dress goes into like this blue denim corseted moment, and how it just really snatches up her waist to create that beautiful hourglass figure. I also love that when we do go down to the bottom of the look, we see this gathering detail of the fabric. It just made this look feel more textural, and I liked it. The construction of this look is fabulous. The execution was beautiful. The styling, I think, was very appropriate. This gave me very glam. I could see this look on a red carpet in a heartbeat. And I think that Leonie looks absolutely fabulous in this look for sure. So honestly, who am I to really say like, Dolce has done that, let's not do that. She looks absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to have to give this look a hot. And this look, I'm going to give this a solid 8/10. Next up on our list, we have the stunning, stunning it girl, Harvey. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Balenciaga Haute Couture show, she had on this black halter neck mini dress by Balenciaga. And I really did not enjoy this look on Lori Harvey. I'm really going to be honest with myself. Now, this look was giving me very moo-moo. It was giving me very, I'm going to get my makeup done in this dress, then change into the main dress for the main event. It really wasn't giving me Paris Fashion Week worthy. And I know that Lori has this thing, just like Ryan Destiny, for like the clean girl aesthetic. She really wants to do the minimal. She really wants to do like not doing too much. But honestly, this is Paris Fashion Week. Go big, go glamorous, or go home. And unfortunately, this look wasn't going big or going glamorous for me. It just looked like the look should have never even left the house to begin with. I mean, the dress, there's not really much to say about this. Now, one thing we cannot deny when it comes to like Lori Harvey is that the face is facing, the mug is always stamped, and we can never take that away from her. However, is this face selling this look to me? The answer would be an absolutely not. I just think that she was giving me very basic Betty in this look. This was very regular schmegular, and that is not the Lori I know. So yeah, this look by Lori is going to be a chop for me, and I'm going to give this look, let's give it a solid 4/10. Up next on our list, we have the super eccentric Amelia Gray. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Macy Margiela Artisanal Show, she had on this all black look by Macy Margiela. And honestly, this was another black look that I really did not just care for. I'm really not gonna lie. I mean, it was a black look, very regular schmegler, very boring. It really wasn't giving me Fashion Week ready. And honestly, that was an immediate chop it up chop for me. Now, when we even zoom into the skirt, it just had some really poorly finished hems. And just the fabric that was used at the lower half of this look, it just felt a bit crafty. It felt very hodgepodge. It feels like those 5-minute craft dresses I would see, like maybe your dress ripped and you used like sprayed cardboard paper to construct like a dress. That is exactly what this look was giving me. And honestly, is that the level of couture and refinement I would expect for Paris Fashion Week? The answer is an absolutely not. So yeah, this is by Amelia Gray. I don't know, has to be a chop for me. And I will give this let's give it a solid 3/10. Next up on our list, we have the gorgeous Sofia Carson. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Elie Saab Haute Couture Show, she had on this orange long dress by Elie Saab. And I think this was absolutely beautiful. This was stunning. This was a glamour at its finest. It was giving me a very couture gown. And honestly, I was loving every single second of it. Now, I love this color on her. I think that this orange looks so good against her skin tone. And I think that she was pulling off this look with reckless abandon. I also was loving the construction detailing that we see on the look. I think it was very well executed. I love this knotted detail that we see and how it was layered. I love that also when we zoom into that, the midsection of the knotted layers, we kind of see this lace that goes over it. That really was beautiful and I loved it. I love the pleated details that we see on the fabric and how it was just hitting the floor. I love the way she styles the look. I think that she looks really elegant in this look. So I liked it. So yeah, this dress on Sofia, it has to be a hot for me and I will give this look, let's give this a solid 8/10. Next up on our list, we have the effervescent beauty Lena Mahfouf. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Giambattista Valli show, she had on this white and black long dress by Giambattista Valli. And honestly, what am I really looking at? What is this dress? And how did she think this was going to be a glamorous or a fashion forward option for Paris Fashion Week? I mean, the first thing my eyes are immediately drawn to is this like tattered, shredded movements that we see at the bottom of the dress. It was giving very, I mistakenly shredded my dress, but I had no other option. And so I had to just go onto the streets of Paris and take some pictures because this just looks a hot boo-boo mess to me. Now, apart from that, I really just did not like the dress and the style in on itself. The sleeves just felt a bit too slouchy. It felt like the fit was not very well done. It felt like it was a bit big on her. And so the sleeves kind of looked wonky. I also didn't like how that black portion flowed into that white portion. It just felt a bit poorly constructed, I'm not gonna lie. And so that was also a no-no for me. I mean, this look was just giving me an episode of like Project Runway, where the contestants were given like unconventional materials to work with. and they created a dress, because this was giving me very crafty as opposed to couture. So yeah, this look by Lena, I'm sorry, it has to be a chop for me. It just did not do what she thought it was going to do. So it has to be a chop, and I will be rating this look. Let's give it a solid 5 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the super handsome, the sexy Wang Yibo. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Chanel Haute Couture show, he had on this black tweedy jacket, a pair of black pants, and a white inner shirt by Chanel. And honestly, he looks absolutely dapper, very fashion forward, very timeless in this look. And honestly, I quite liked this look. I mean, like I said before, one thing that Chanel does exceptionally well is the creation of these looks with like tweedy fabric. It always would just look very well done. And I just feel like they put their stamp on it in a way that, you know, it's a Chanel look anywhere you see it. And I feel like Wang looks absolutely amazing in the look. The face was nice. The styling was beautiful. I love this birdie accent that we see at the lapel area. He looks good. You can't deny that he totally ate up this look and left no crumbs. So I really did enjoy everything about this look. So yeah, this look by Wang has to be a hot for me, and I will be giving this look, let's rate this a solid 8 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the black Barbie herself, Nakamura. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Balenciaga show, she had on this gray toned Titanic long dress by Balenciaga. And I'm kind of like on the fence about this one, because while it did seem good from the front, from the back, I'm not so sure that it was giving what it was supposed to give. Yeah, it's a dress, and that's all we need to know. This is what Nakamura. I'm sorry, it's gonna have to be a chop for me, and I'm gonna give this look, let's give it a solid 5 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the beautiful Dello Russo. And for Paris Fashion Week at the Elie Saab Haute Couture show, she had on this black, kind of like lacy long dress, and this just looked like a hot boo-boo mess. This dress looks the fool, and honestly, if I never see this dress again, I would not mind. I mean, what is this dress? I mean, I know Elie Saab's makes like the most gorgeous, elegant dresses, but this is not elegant. This just seems very vulgar. It seems very poorly made. She really wasn't working the look for me. It just seemed a hot boo-boo mess. I'm really just trying my hardest to see one thing that I actually love about this look, but honestly, I'm speechless. This is such an ugly dress. Yeah, I don't think no. This look by Anna definitely has to be a chop for me. I will be giving this look, let's give it a 3 over 10. Finally on our list, we have the super cutesy Gracie Abrams. And for the Chanel Haute Couture show at Paris Fashion Week, she had on this white mini dress by Chanel. And honestly, it was just very basic, very bland, very boring. I know Gracie is a cutesy girly and she likes to give up that very cutesy type vibe with her fashions. But it just seemed a little monotonous. It seems a little boring. I really wasn't excited. And so that was a bummer for me. I don't know. It was a cute dress at best. It wasn't really doing anything wowy for me. Yeah, I'm just not excited by the dress. And for Paris Fashion Week, I do want to have some level of excitement. But unfortunately, this look is giving me absolutely nothing, zilch. And that's a bad thing. So yeah, this look by Gracie, gonna have to be a chop for me, and I will be rating this look. Let's give it a solid 5 over 10. Alright guys, we have come to the ending of today's video. In today's video, I share with you guys my other looks for the best and the worst dress list at Paris Fashion Week for the Haute Couture shows. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And yeah, I would definitely catch you guys in the next video. But for now, it is bye for now. Au revoir.